Jazz and I have decided to pick up our lives here in the United States and move to Costa Rica. Now we have to figure out what the best way to stay in the country legally will be. Do we simply do the perpetual tourist thing, or do we go down that long road to residency? What's up, y'all? It's Chris. Welcome to this episode of Blogging Money Life. If you don't know already, Jazz and I are in the middle of moving to Costa Rica and will be heading out by the end of June. I got the idea to make this video from a comment that one of our viewers left on a previous video we made. He said that as an avid traveler, he does not recommend that we pursue permanent residency in Costa Rica until we have actually lived in the country for at least a year or so. Other than stating that most expats only last about a year or two before returning to their home country, he didn't really offer any explanation of why he felt this way. Now, of course, his comment left us with some questions, like, who is this guy? And what does he know about moving to Costa Rica that we don't know? What did we miss in our research? And what would living in Costa Rica on just a tourist visa look like? Because the United States has such a good relationship with Costa Rica, we do not need a special visa to enter the country. All we have to do is present our passport to immigration, they stamp it, and then we're legal tourists for 90 days. But for us, 90 days just isn't going to be enough to give us that Pura Vida fix. And with a tourist visa, they're going to require us to leave the country within 90 days. Since we plan on starting a life in Costa Rica, this would require us to hop on a plane or hitch a bus every 3 months and head to the border of Panama or Nicaragua. Once outside of Costa Rica, all we have to do now is turn around and head back. But before immigration stamps our passport, they're going to require to see an onward ticket proving that we plan on leaving within 90 days.
Bye, Felicia.
Theoretically, if we follow the rules, we can make these border runs an infinite number of times. We would make the best of it and turn these border runs into mini vacations 4 times a year. And that would probably be pretty exciting, but it would be expensive as well. For each trip, we'll have to consider the number of pages that we have left in our passports, the cost of transportation and lodging, as well as the time spent on planning travel. And after doing research, including reaching out to different people in expat groups, there's plenty of people who are happy doing just this. I even found a YouTuber from the channel Costa Rica Now who did border runs for 10 years before he ever applied for residency. The other option we have is to apply for a residency visa. Although we haven't submitted our application yet, we have started the process by working with a residency lawyer. If you want an idea of what that process looks like for us, check out our We're Moving to Costa Rica March update. I'll link to the video below. We are planning on living in Costa Rica for at least a year. And like I said, I have done research on this, and I have not found a downside to applying for residency now. There are some upfront expenses, like lawyer fees and document request fees, but I think we're going to offset these costs by not having to do a border run every 3 months. When our application for residency is accepted by the Department of Immigration, it will grant us temporary residency under the category of rentista. And once our application is submitted, poof! Just like that, the requirement for border runs will be eliminated. After living in Costa Rica for at least 3 years with temporary residency, we will then be eligible for permanent residency. Permanent residents have almost all the rights as citizens, except for the fact that they can't vote or run for office. Another benefit of their residency visa is that we will immediately be eligible for CAHA, Costa Rica's top-notch social health care system. The system covers 100% of medical procedures and prescription drugs through public hospitals and health clinics. This system is funded through a monthly tax based on a percentage of our income. Private healthcare facilities are also widely available if we choose to use them. So after questioning if residency is the right choice for us, I'm still confident that we are making the right decision. And if we decide to come home early, we have nothing to lose except for some time and a little bit of money. And in my opinion, a little bit of money is always a fair trade for an education and life experience. If you're looking to live in Costa Rica for an extended period of time, I hope that this video has given you some insight on why we chose residency over border runs. And if you're watching this video just because you're curious of what we're up to, well, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Load!